Auston Matthews becomes the Maple Leafs goal-scoring king, passing Mats Sundin with number 421. Hey everyone, welcome to Inside the Leafs. Rob Wong, joined alongside by Toronto Sun Maple Leafs writers Lance Hornby and Terry Koshan. Hey guys, I think if you went all the way back to his first career NHL game where he scored 4 goals, we should have seen this coming, the day where Auston Matthews would become the top goal scorer in Toronto Maple Leafs history, surpassing Mats Sundin. Lance, when you look at this accomplishment, it clearly puts Matthews in pretty esteemed company, but when you look at the all-time Leafs ranks, he still missing that elusive Stanley Cup, of course, tons of individual trophies, including a Hart Trophy a few years ago. But what do you think this accomplishment means as far as his standing among the all-time greats in team history?
Well, he's been kind of reserved about it. I think over the years, he's been pouted pretty hard by critics about not performing well in playoffs. So I'm sure he's taking this into stride a little bit. But it is, for a 108-year-old franchise to be the goal leader, and there's been like 1,000 skaters play for the Maple Leafs. It is something quite prestigious. It's funny to hear his teammates talk more excitedly about it than himself, but. It is an impressive record. He still has a few hundred assists to go to catch Mats Sundin, who is probably recognized more for what he did as captain. Still has the same sort of playoff resume, but Sundin more of a playmaker. Matthews certainly a wonderful natural goal scorer, and that was a record many people thought take a while to break. Matthews comes along, does it in a few hundred games less than Sundin, and in style as well. I think Terry covered his first game in Ottawa, and as you say, this day was going to come, and it had he not been injured the last few years to a degree, maybe it would have come even sooner.
He is, to answer your question, Rob, he's one of the top Leafs of all time. He's first in goals and fifth in points. No, he hasn't won in the playoffs, but the regular season records and the things that he's done speak for themselves. And, we'll see whether a cup comes here in the next little while. But, I just think that he has to be regarded that way. That we've never seen anything like it, obviously, in a Maple Leafs uniform. The quickness to which he set this goals record, and it is really incredible. Like Lance said, we're talking about a franchise that has been around for more than a century, and this guy has set this record, and it's remarkable, and we'll see where it goes from here. But he's been. I think you have to include him among the top Leafs of all time. Obviously, there's no doubt. He's in that group. Like I said, the goals are there, and points he's in fifth. So I don't think there's much argument there in that matter.
Yeah, it's really interesting. You look at the all-time goal scorers, and Alex Ovechkin clearly at the top of the list, Terry, but through 364 career games, Matthews at 421. Ovechkin was at 415 at this time. Now, there's so much hockey left to play in Auston Matthews' career, and, Alex Ovechkin clearly isn't slowing down anytime soon, but could we see a day where Matthews could threaten the record Ovechkin set just this past year?
Well, it all depends on the longevity, right? And whether Matthews is still playing at the age of 40, because they are close right now as far as pace goes. But, you're talking about Ovechkin scoring 44 at the age of 39. That's freakish. That just obviously doesn't happen a lot. And, whether Matthews is still playing 12 years from now, we'll have to see where that will be. Who knows? But I don't know. I think, like you said, the paces aren't different right now, but Alex Ovechkin is still off on his own little planet when it comes to this sort of thing. And part of that is longevity, right? Because like I said, he's got 12 years on Matthews, and he's been so consistent doing it. The odd time we thought that, okay, well, maybe Ovechkin's done now. He shows us that he isn't. Not scoring at the same pace this year, but, we'll have to see. I don't know that it happens, but I also would have said probably 10 years ago that I don't know that Alex Ovechkin catches and passes Wayne Gretzky's goal mark either, and he's done that. So who knows?
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Along with longevity, guys, goes the question of injuries, and I think you've seen a guy like Ovechkin come back. Was it from the broken leg last year, or the year before, to do some amazing things? And you have Matthews taking a certainly more conservative approach when he's had long-term injuries. No one really knows how he will stand up in the long run. To Terrier's earlier point, where's he going to be in 12 years? Let's, say he just plays out his Toronto contract and goes somewhere south, maybe with another team that maybe is not so offensively oriented. We'll have to see. I will say this though, that you look at Ovechkin and you look at Matthews and the criticism Matthews gets here, it's a chance to really look and reflect. I think maybe in a few years people will look at Matthews and the Matthews year at Leaf as being possibly the most entertaining Leaf team ever, quite apart from their playoff success. He's a very, very exciting player to watch, and it's unfortunate that the playoff success hasn't followed. But a lot of people are going to speak highly of seeing Auston Matthews in his prime down the road.
Yeah, it's been an incredible career so far for Auston Matthews. We'll see where things go as he is now the all-time goal-scoring leader in Toronto Maple Leafs history. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments section below. For Lance Hornby and Terry Koshan and Rob Wong, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you on the next one.